Hi there, it's Andrew Roberts, the CEO of Rhino Recruitment.com. Been in the game for 22 years, owned Rhino since inception, sort of 12 years ago. Last 18 months, we released our own third-party payroll contractor service, if that makes sense. So I'm reaching out that if you are a subcontractor or a contractor who has external payroll that you outsource to a third party, you need to listen in. Essentially what's happening is HMRC has released legislation that umbrella companies, if you like, or third-party payroll companies will be heavily monitored from April 2026, and it will be enforced that if there's any misappropriation of tax calculation or tax avoidance schemes in place, which mean that the third-party payroll provider absconds from tax liabilities to the revenue, then what the revenue have said is that they will go directly to source. So, for example, if you're a construction company, say, I don't know, ABC Construction, and you've got 100 workers, we're currently with, XYZ umbrella company, XYZ umbrella company go bust and they owe £1 million, HMRC, so that's fine, they're gone, ABC Construction, you're now liable. That's coming in from October 2025 and it'll be enforced from April 2026. So look, it's a very serious issue for contractors who want the convenience of outsourcing their payroll, but not the compliance headache. So the implications for the contractor, if you said we'll pull it in-house, estimated costs for around 100 worker payroll, umbrella payrolls around £128,000 a year. That will increase on your bottom line. The disadvantages of taking it in-house, as some of those are listed there, not so much the inquiries of candidates who are not being paid or contractors not being paid on time or difference in payments, etc., etc. There's costs associated with running payroll software and staff and other overheads around compliance, not to mention tribunals, HMRC inquiries and so on and so forth. So the solution I have, look, I'm not going to tell you I've reinvented the wheel because I haven't. Our system is very robust. It's underwritten by Professional Passport and we're audited by SafeRec accredited. So 660 payroll companies currently exist in the open market. I'm one of only 20, I believe, that can offer this solution. So payroll companies are annually audited. SafeRec denotes that we are audited every single month. So some of the benefits of our solution are there. You might ask, they're very similar to what you currently have. You wouldn't be wrong if you assume that. The big assumption is you're protected as a client because it's outsourced. The assumption now is you're not. So what is SafeRec as a snapshot? We produce a monthly supply chain report. It talks to you about what is it, what the purpose is, and how to get the information on there, which is specific to you. So an example on the left-hand side talks about we audited a number of a unique worker population of 91 specific to a client. This is live information. It talks about the type of engagement. It tracks the tax from start to finish. So what it was calculated, was it calculated correctly? And where it ended up. Did it end up going to the revenue and did it pass through the appropriate schemes to get it to where it needs to get to? And then finally, we put an individual pay-slip audit report, or IPAR. GDPR, we can't give you the personal details of the candidates, but what we can illustrate is a name and number pertaining to your ledger, your details, your end, and the status, which is more important, the type of payroll product that they went through, and whether the tax reached its intended source, i.e. the HMRC. Now, this is a monthly report that gets reported, whereas currently your current supplier probably won't even give you this information, and they're audited once a year. So you imagine liabilities will swell very quickly, and if anything happens to that payroll company, you are going to be liable moving forward. So, look, I'm asking you to reach out. I'm keen to have a conversation very specifically about the solution that I can provide. It's a cost-effective solution that doesn't cost you anything. If nothing better, it'll help you sleep at night. Anyway, hope that adds value. I look forward to speaking to you soon.